Hello everyone who is here and who is watching. My name is Heini Hirsch, Executive Director at Hospice Peterborough. Thank you for being a part of this ceremony. We respectfully acknowledge that we gather and reside on Mississauga Anishinaabe traditional land, and we offer our deep gratitude to our First Nations for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teachings. Welcome to our very first virtual hike for hospice. Woohoo! We are so glad that you joined us. When the world looks so different from last year, we hope this ceremony brings feelings of comfort and familiarity at a time when little else is the same. While we may be physically apart, we hope this ceremony helps you feel connected to other hikers across Peterborough and beyond who are also coming together to honor and remember individuals who are important to us. It certainly has been a year of significant changes for Hospice Peterborough. After being in our new location less than a year, we underwent a complete transformation once again when COVID-19 hit. It became difficult to deliver our programs and services in the way that was familiar to us with intimate personal care. Our staff have had to reconfigure their toolkits to relay the same feelings of care and comfort through masks and gowns, digitally or over the phone. And while it has been an adjustment, I am pleased that we could continue offer our much needed services. While life goes on, so does death. And we continue to be there for those who are facing a life-threatening illness, end of life, grief, and bereavement. We are able to continue our work because of you, because you believe in and support our work. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of Hike for Hospice at this difficult time when doing anything feels like such an extra effort. We couldn't do it without you. Your help makes our care possible. On that note, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors who continue to support us through these difficult times and as the event evolved and pivoted to virtual. LLF Lawyers, DLF Pixid, Stewart Family Foundation, Trent Metals Limited, Palliative Care Doctors, Andrew Pyle of the Pyle Group at Scotia Valve, Peterborough Volkswagen Limited, Montana's Cookhouse, Arbor Memorial Foundation, the Peterborough Clinic, Medigas Praxair Canada, Endicott Fuels Limited, Charlotte Products Limited, Century 21 United Realty, Grant Thornton LLP, Nexicom, Nuttall and Associates, Monkman, Gracie and Johnston, Mortlock Construction, Energy 99.7, and Pure Country. And I'm thrilled that the list is so long. Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge our Hike for Hospice Committee. Michelle Kavanagh, Mary Blair, Laura Blair, Heather Drysdale, Carla Brown, Kathy Kaiser, Diane Topping, Linda Nicholson, Lynn Borland, Michelle Chalmer, Stephanie Gervais, and all the other volunteers who made this possible. Your time and expertise were crucial to seeing this happen. And now I would like to introduce David Kennedy, Supportive Care Counselor at Hospice Peterborough, who will lead us through the opening ceremonies.
Thank you, Heini. And for those of you who are watching, we are in a circle here at Hospice. because the idea of circle is so important to us. Circle of friends, circle of care, circle of life. And hospice is about people. It's about caring. And so specifically, it's about caring for people. And this is even more significant during this time of isolation and separation. There are so many reasons why people come to hike today that are even more important than the fundraising aspect of things. Some of you are hiking because of a memory of a loved one who has died. And for some of you, that has been fairly recent. Some of you are hiking to honor a friend who is seriously ill. And then there are some of you who are hiking who are living with a life-threatening illness, and you are expressing your personal courage as you confront your own challenges with this illness. And so as we prepare for our hike today, I would invite you to share in a short ceremony together. I trust that you will get the stone that you have been given in your hike package. And we have a basket of stones here at Hospice that we keep. And they are all in one container, and they're very heavy. But when we share these during the hike and everybody takes one, it's amazing how that weight is shared and suddenly becomes manageable. These stones can represent many things, but today I want them to represent the person that you are hiking for. And I would ask you to think about that person right now. Is it someone who's living with a serious illness? I'd like you to think about them receiving the love that you are sending to them, and the encouragement and the strength. Perhaps you are remembering a loved one who has died. Give thanks for them right now. They're not forgotten. They're still part of our lives, and so we honor them with our memory and our presence here. As I pause and reflect, I'm very aware that some who were with us last year at the hike are not here this year, and I honor them. At Hospice, we've learned that ritual can be an important part of life's journey. It helps us to remember, to honor, and to thank the special people of our life. So I ask you now to take that stone and to hold it in both of your hands. And I'd like you to think about the reason you have chosen to be here to hike. And as you hold that stone, I'd like you to focus your thoughts on that special person. I'd like you to think about the memories you have of them, the time you spent with them, what makes them a special person in your life today. This is a touchstone. It's a connection which helps us connect to the spirit or the essence of that very special person. What would you say to them today? What would you like to say to them? What do you want to send to them today? Peace, healing, love, strength, laughter, joy. And we ask you that you take this stone with you as you hike. You may choose to find a lovely place somewhere along your hiking trail where you would like to leave it, perhaps in a very peaceful spot. Perhaps you would like to take it home with you and there to find a place where you can constantly visit and a reminder of the importance and the memory of that person. Whatever you choose to do, that stone is a reflection and something that we carry with us. And so as we end our ritual, I'm going to invite you in just a moment to speak the name of that person you are hiking for out loud. There's something about speaking that name that fills the air with the love and the meaning that these names represent. So I'm going to read a short reflection, and there's a repetitive phrase that says, "I speak your name." And after I say that phrase, I'm going to pause, and I invite you to do that, to speak the first name of that person out loud, and that we fill the air with those beautiful names. It will happen 5 times in this reflection, and each time I invite you to say that name. And then at the end, I'm going to ask you to be silent for a moment. The spirit drum will sound to start our just moment of silence, and it will also conclude that. But I ask you to please allow yourself to experience the calmness and the spirit of that moment in order to draw strength for your life as we do this incredible walk together. I speak your name. And as I do, it fills my heart, my soul, my very being. I speak your name, not in forgetfulness or in shame, but in love, in grace, and in hope. I speak your name, not in fear or defeat, but in courage and strength. I speak your name to bear witness to your courage, to your love, and to your very life. For you are more than your name, but your name is what binds us together. And today, as I walk, I will walk with you close in me, in body, in mind, in heart, and in spirit. Today, and in all my tomorrows, I will speak your name. Let us pause for just a moment and allow those names to fill the air around us. And now I invite you to look at the people that you are with today. I want you to look at them in the face and sharing this moment, perhaps for some of you a very emotional moment. And yet I want you to remember that you are not carrying this weight alone, that hospice represents a community of caring, a community of remembering, and you are not doing this alone. So let's hike remembering. Let's hike honoring the very people that we carry in our hearts. Thank you.